Hey guys, so today, as you may be able to tell, I have a bunch of tricks up here, and I'm going to be going through every single trick that I have bought, and telling you if it's a good trick or one you might want to avoid. And what it does is it's where you can take a Monopoly bill and turn it into any kind of money. And here, I'll just get it set up. Okay, so you get a Monopoly bill, and then you just give it a little shake, and it turns into a $10 bill, and it does end examinable, so that's pretty cool about it. Alright, so this one, it's pretty good. It is pretty angle sensitive, so you gotta be careful about that. And it does take some scissors and then some glue to get it set up, but it's only about 15 minutes worth of work to get it all set up, and there are only a limited number of bills you can do it with, that at least it comes with. So it's pretty good, but it's got some drawbacks. Have ABC by Spidey. This one's actually the first trick I've ever bought, and I really like this one. It's really good. It's where there are some flashcards that you have, and you can have spectators select them, and then you tell them what they are. It's a really cool trick. I'll do my favorite routine that there is with these, and as you can see, they're mixed up. There's not a particular order, and one spectator would just cut the deck somewhere and take a look at it, and we'll put it down right here. Then there's the rest of these cards. Spectator will choose where to cut, and then take a look at that, and then the cards are mixed up, so no one knows where any cards are. Alright, now just deal them all out. Alright. Now, I'm going to go through and tell you which ones your card is not. So, let's see. I'm going to say it's not this one, or this one. It's not this one, or this one. It isn't, actually I'm just going to go through and see. Okay, I think I got it. Was the card that you selected the volcano? So that's a good one. And I'd also like to remind you that this was literally picked out of the middle of the pack too, so pretty cool. But something even more impressive is if I'd be able to tell you the card that you looked at here, because I never saw that. But let's see, this is associated with water and calmness. Was it the bathtub? Would you look at that? It was. So, pretty cool one. I really like it. It's pretty practical for using. It comes with 2 decks of 26 and then double backer and a couple other things. So, it's a pretty good one. Next up we have Catch. It's by Vanishing Ink, and it's a pretty cool gimmick where it allows you to vanish a coin. So let me get that set up. Alright, so what this gimmick lets you do is it lets you take a quarter, then you just close your hand in it, and then it's gone. There are other things you can do with it. You can also produce it at your fingertips. That's another cool thing. You can do transpositions, you can do a coin to pocket, but overall it's just a really cool thing that you can do with a coin. Chip Reader. This is Chip Reader by Dave Forrester. It's okay. It's a clever system, but it's not that practical in my opinion. You have to be good with mentalism before you can actually perform this convincingly. But essentially you have 5 chips in a bag, all different casinos, all different values. Then you have a spectator pull one out, they look at it, put it back in the bag, close it up, and then you can tell them what it is. System isn't that great. It's relatively easy to guess what it is, or at least the basic premise of how to do it, but it also requires a spectator to practice, so it's kind of limited with that too. Easy Money by Spencer Kennard. It's produced by Murphy's Magic. I like this one. It's really cool. It essentially allows you to take a wallet and make it appear anywhere. It's kind of angle sensitive, but it's pretty cool. We have Kicker Changing Deck. It's by Jordan Victoria. It's a pretty clever gimmick that he made, and I'll do a quick performance. So we gotta find the red 3s here. There. And then just have a spectator name any card, let's say 3 of spades. And then what we do is we take the cards and as you can see, 3 of hearts, 3 of clubs, 3 of spades, 3 of hearts, 3 of diamonds, 3 of spades, and all blue backs. But the thing is, that can change, so we can give it a little wave, and one of them turns red. That's not all we can do, so these are blue, of course. But this one can also turn green. So another pretty cool one. But that's not all it can do. You can also change the whole deck into a green deck of cards. So this gimmick's pretty clever. It's not the most practical thing in my opinion, but it's relatively practical. Focus by Craig Petty. It's produced by Murphy's Studio. It's a really cool marked deck that you can do a lot of stuff with, jammed a lot of information onto each card, and there are a bunch of different routines you can do with it. There are 2 sets of them, so 2 sets of 26, I think. So half of them have posters, and the other half have quotes, and you can just tell a bunch of stuff with it. It's really cool. I would highly recommend it. It is very practical, very easy to learn, and once you learn it, you can do amazing things with it. It's really cool. It comes with a couple of gimmick cards, some really fun routines. Amazing trick. Highly recommend you get it. So this one, it's where you can take a deck of cards, riffle through them, and then turn it straight into a stack of cash. It is very clear that this is not real money. Like it says, for magic use only in red print on both sides, and then just a few other things to make it clear that it's not real money. So what you do is just riffle through the cards and turn it into a stack of money. It's pretty easy. There are a couple of routines you can do with it, but it's kind of limited in what it can do. It's angle sensitive, but it's just a really visual one for if you're doing video stuff. And it can be practical, but I don't ever use it. And also, if you're wanting to store it in the packaging, it's a nightmare to get back into its thing, so. Alright, lastly, we have Repo by Tobias Dostal, another one from Murphy's Studio. This one, it's pretty good. It's a little bit angle sensitive, but in my opinion, it's not really practical. Also, maintenance, if you don't use it for a while, there's a little bit of a complicated thing you have to do to reset it, sort of. Can't really say that much without revealing the secret. Alright, so for this one, you have a key. And this key is a very special key. It unlocks a very special room. Yep. This is the room of imagination. Anything here is possible. And this is what I need to do this. Link them together. But since this is the room of imagination, these things can just unlink just as easily as they link together. But since this is the room of imagination, that key never actually existed. it was all in your imagination. But since it's the room of imagination and anything is possible, you can also do this.